In this video, we're going to prove this idea that anything to the 0 power equals 1. And I'm going to do that with an example where I have, 4 to the third power divided by 4 to the third power. And as you may recall from our previous lessons, when we are dividing exponents, we subtract, when the bases are the same, the exponents. So I'm going to start by expanding this out. And this, of course, would be the same as 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4 over 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4. That's what 4 to the third power means. Okay, well, we've got a fraction, and that means we can do some simplifying. So these 4's will simplify, and of course they become 1's. 4 divided by 4 is 1. That's the same situation here, and of course it's the same situation here. And what am I left with? Well, 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1, 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1, that's going to be 1 over 1, which is the same as 1. In other words, 4 to the third power divided by 4 to the third power is 4 to the third power minus the 3, which would equal 4 to the 0 power. Pardon me, that's supposed to be a 0. And any number to the 0 power will always equal 1. All right. Let me give you a second example of that. I'm going to pause and set it up. In this example, we have 9x to the 20th power over 9x to the 20th power. And let's start with our division. We know that 9 divided by 9 is going to equal 1. And then we have x to the 20th minus 20. Remember, I'm subtracting the denominator from the numerator. All right, this is going to then give me 1x to the 0 power. Well, anything to the 0 power is 1. Therefore, this is essentially 1 multiplied by 1, which equals 1. All right, let's try another example. How about if I have something like this, a little more complex? Let's take the letter c to the 8th, and how about z to the 15th? And I'm going to write that over c to the 8th and z to the 8th. A lot of 8's here. Okay, let's do our subtractions. So we're going to have c to the 8th power minus 8. That would be these two, numerator and denominator. And of course, that's being going to be z to the 15th power minus 8. What does that become? Well, the 8 minus 8 is 0, so that's c to the 0 power. And we know that this is equivalent to 1. And we're going to get z to the 7th power. So this is 1 multiplied by z to the 7th power. And this would then simplify simply to z to the 7th power. All right, let's do one more example. How about this one? How about if we had 8x to the 5th power, y to the 12th power, and we're going to put all that over 2x to the 3rd power, y to the 12th power. All right, so we're going to do our division. In other words, we're going to simplify this, do our subtractions. I'm going to start with the whole numbers, because here we truly divide with the whole numbers, correct? 8 divided by 2 is going to be 4. And let's deal with our x's. So this is going to be x to the 5th minus 3. There's my 5, there's my 3. And y to the 12th minus 12. All right, that leaves us with this. 5 minus 3 is 2, so this is going to equal, we still have our 4, of course, x to the 2nd power, and this is y to the 0 power. Once again, anything to the 0 power is 1, so essentially what I'm saying here is I have 4x squared multiplied by y to the 0, which is going to be 1. Therefore, my final answer would be 4x to the second power.